What's going on, everybody? Sitting here on Thursday, last day of the trading week. Nothing on Friday. Got about 5 stocks on the list today. All of them actually look really good. Well, did look pretty good. A couple of them kind of tapered off here towards the open, so 2 of them are off the list now. But PTCT is the big one here. Only problem is it's getting closer and closer to this moving average right at the open, so I'm really hoping that it doesn't go any further than it already has. And the first candle here, hopefully it's red. We can take it up to 70. Not sure. That's a pivot line. Huh. Alright, well that is quite the first move. Got a high of 31. Could probably risk about that much if it comes back. Which is perfect, because if I want to take it to 70, the moving average, then that's right where I need to be. Yeah, it's looking like this is the only one I got right now. So hopefully we see something here. Market's tearing up. Well, if we can get above this. Definitely like to see the volume pick up a little more. Wow, well that is dead. Alright. OSTK problem is the volume. Otherwise it is pretty good looking setup. But that's nothing. GameStop actually did set up and make a move. I didn't realize it was a circuit breaker either. I wanted to stick with PTCT though, because obviously the market doing what it's doing. Wow. Well, that's too bad. There's nothing. That's a lie. Square might set up for an opening range play. Yeah, 49.55 is the next resistance. Could take it long, about 15. Well, that's a pretty big candle here. I don't don't know how much further it's got to go. Average true range is 277. We're not quite there, it's about half of it. I don't know. Risk is kind of big. I don't think it's going to go that far. I don't think it's that good of a setup. I mean, this is so big and this is such a big pullback that my risk is going to be maybe 50 cents. And I mean, I don't see this thing moving another 50 cents. Okay, I'm looking at Square here. I'm wanting to take it long as it gets to 40. It's been trying and getting closer and closer to VWAP here now that the 50's kind of caught up with it. I guess it's either going to drop here or hopefully we see a squeeze above, because the 5-minute EMA is right here at 20. So I mean, unless this thing turns around right after this next candle and makes a move here, I mean the market has been ripping up too. If the market wasn't moving up the way it is, I don't know if I'd be taking this trade, because the volume isn't anything special, but okay, this is good. If we can close above it still. My order is in. Got 750 shares. So 150 would be my partial. My risk is going to be a close below these, so about 25. I'm only trying to get 15 cents out of it here, so 55 right about the top of this last resistance here. I feel like we can just see a squeeze from this, so it's going to be a relatively short trade, I would imagine. do that. Yeah, volume is pretty low. I'll give it a B setup here. Probably raise my wrist to about 30. There's 10 cents. And still closing above. Alright, might see something here. Come on. Alright, I'm in. So far, there's no volume. Everything's still pushing higher here. Figure it would help, but not too happy so far. The volume didn't pick up. There was really nothing to it. Well, we got something. I'm gonna sell a little bit because I don't have the most confidence in this trade. So I want to take a little bit off. I mean, the volume still isn't picking up or nothing, so. Take another. Oh, we got volume now. Alright, that's good. I'll let it come back and find a bottom, and that'll be my new stop loss. Let's go 45, 44. And you're still moving up here, so. Wow. Very nice. Stop loss be below, if it breaks below this candle here. So I got 32, I'm out. If you make a new high above 60, I'll keep taking. pull back into the 40s, I'll take another low too. I don't wanna keep letting it run against me. Yeah. Got up to 60, had a little bit of a sell-off. There we go. Nice move. Looks like it wants a little bit more. Might be about now. 150 left. Market's still moving. I feel like I can let this one, I can hold on to this partial for the last little bit. I have 4090 or 4890 as a daily resistance, but since we've been up here, it hasn't really been acting as much of anything. I think until the market starts turning, I can hold on to this one because it seems to be following it. Actually, yeah, it is following it 1-to-1. Look at that, got the 2 candle pullback, still moving up. I didn't even notice this. It's got 2 move. So right up in here is where it started following it. So until the SPY starts turning around here, I think I can safely hold on to this. These moves, they make me want to take partials. Yeah, I missed it. Really missed it. If we get back to 80, I'll take another half of what I got off. Wow. SPY still moving up. And SPY starting to turn around now. If we get below this moving average, I'll exit everything. Oh yeah, SPY's really starting to move. Ah, shoot, clicked a little too late. As soon as I saw this thing happening, I wanted to get out, but just a fraction of a second too late. That's alright. Glad I got a trade in. GME here might be setting up for a bearish engulfing. If this candle can keep stretching here, we got 3 more minutes on it before it really closes. So just these last 2 here. I don't know, this 50 worries me though. Unless we get underneath this, come back for a retest, I can enter on a limit order coming back if it blows underneath. I was looking for square originally for a bullish engulfing, but it was a little too slow. I didn't really count this one, so I just wanted to play it on the squeeze on a breakthrough. Ended up being a pretty good trade. Jamie's making a move. Not buying. Well, if it does make a move, I'll turn it back on. Okay, I am done for the day. I did my monthly review numbers, report card, you name it. It is all finished. I'm going to post it on Twitter, other places. You can check it out, probably in the bottom description thingy. What is that? I also got Windows 10, and I'm still getting used to it, I guess. Brand new computer and all that, but just quick recap on Square. I noticed that it was struggling to go above VWAP. The 50 caught up with it, ended up being a really good trade. Pretty happy with myself, holding on to this pullback too, because it made the move, it hit my profit target, and then if I wanted to move my stop loss to break even or something, well, I would have, missed out on all of this, and I would have had a break even trade. So definitely good for holding on to it through that, kind of letting it retest, letting it find a new bottom, and having that be the new stop loss. So as it pulled up to this candle here, I told myself, alright, well, here's my new stop loss now. I think at one point I was up about 170 on it. I think I wanted to take another partial up around the 80, but I just waited too long. The other issue that I had is I took a super early partial because I didn't realize how much size I had on this trade at the time. Because I entered the trade here at 41 and it pulled down to like, I think it was, this has 35, so I was down like 90 bucks on the trade, and we were still 10 cents away from my original stop loss. So whenever it did end up coming back, I was like, okay, maybe I should take a little bit off right now, kind of cut my risk down a little bit so that if it does, fail here and completely turn back around, then it won't be that bad of a loss. But really there were a couple instances where I probably took a partial a little too early and then some a little too late, but overall it was a good trade. I handled it pretty decently, so can't complain about that too much. Overall, we got 132.50 on the day, kind of gave away a little bit. I am $32 away from being break even on the year, and that is pretty nice because I know I started off horrible in January, and then now March has been, one of the better months I've ever had, so it's a pretty good deal, and I wasn't even here for this week, so who knows what could have happened back then. Just 1 for 2 this week, only winning day, 17 in commissions, but then on a monthly, made 600 bucks this month. Commissions kind of giving away a lot of that. You can see I'm paying 230 on the year so far, and then some of this is just 30 bucks short of covering the commissions, so I'm pretty close. Gotta be happy about that. Made my monthly review. Biggest things, I'll just go over the goals. If you want to read all of it, you can, but take the new steps and be aware of them forming. I know last month there was the issue of I'm not trading nearly enough, so I need to start opening myself up to new strategies. Well, I have those strategies. I see them forming every now and then. Take them in practice, and the only thing is, with the engulfing patterns, you kind of have to recognize it as it's forming, and then you can kind of catch it on a pullback or something around VWAP. So that's something that I've been finding out is the engulfing patterns are mainly traded on like a break through VWAP or around VWAP or an entry on a pullback to VWAP or something like that. So I'll definitely have more of those come next month. I just need to start trading them real time so I can have some real data on it. Bigger size on opening trades. My opening trades have been unreal for in my practice and even in real time. My win percentage is above 50% on both of them. I think looks like I only took 4 this month. That's a lie. I took 6, and then they get the opening range plays as well, but for the most part they're all winners. So it looks like I only had 1, 2, I only had 3 trades that weren't at the open, and those 3 trades, 1 was a winner. So either way, these trades have been working out really good, and I need to start upping the size on it, probably risking close to 150 instead of 100 starting on Monday. Then eliminate greed and fear. My profit taking situation has been pretty good for the most part because I've been instead of just taking half off, I've started taking a fourth or a fifth off, and that allows me to still be there for the real move with some much bigger size. That is, if I just take half of it and then it still moves well, then I obviously limiting my profit potential in half, and never want that. So I've been trying to get a little bit better, just kind of a little bit of tweaks here and there. There's some instances this week and month where I was just a little too slow, or I was a little too late, or I just a little too greedy, a little too fearful. I mean, it's just another habit that I gotta practice and deal with, really. Just gotta keep adding more trades and getting more experience, and I feel like that'll fix it with time. So trade every day this month of April. I got really nothing going on, so I mean, there's no reason that I shouldn't be here for each and every single day. So looks like we got 21 days in April that I should be here for each and every day. So that's the goal there. And then I want to settle in Arizona. There's a few more things. I got to go to the DMV, just get a few more things done so that I can focus 100% on trading, and I'm not sitting here being like, oh, I got to go to the DMV, got to get this stuff done, change my address, do all this and whatever else, new bills, and set up new bank accounts and all that. So I really want to get that done. I'm going to San Diego this weekend, so this week might not be able to finish all of it, but maybe we can get a head start on some of it. But overall, it's a pretty good month. Fairly happy with myself. Plenty to work on. Plenty that was improved. I mean, really, all of it's written in here, so if you feel like reading it, you can read it, check it out, tell me what you think. But until then, I will just be back on Monday. Thanks for watching.